Hello people of the internet, it is I, Bloodmoon. So, Blue Sky. If you somehow haven't heard of it yet, it is a new social media platform that everybody and their mom has been fleeing to lately to escape the cold grasp of capitalist nightmare land. Having created an account myself a couple of days ago, I can pretty confidently say it's looking pretty good so far. It's a little empty right now because it's still a pretty new site, but it has some very cool functions. One of those functions is the custom feed tab. To give a quick simple explanation of how feeds work, it's basically like a self-built algorithm that you can add to your homepage. So you will have a little tab at the top that you can go to, and it will be curated according to, well, the way the custom feed is built. To add a custom feed to your homepage, all you have to do is go to the search bar and then search for whatever topic you're looking for. And if there is a custom feed made for that thing, you can add it and it will be added to your homepage, which is very neat and useful. Now, of course, when I searched for LPS and didn't find any results yet, I knew what I had to do, so I made one. And here's how you use it. All you have to do is go to the search tab and look for Littlest Pet Shop. Not just LPS. I'm currently trying to make it work that it will show up when you look for LPS, but at the moment that's not working yet. So you will have to search for Littlest Pet Shop. Otherwise, you're probably not going to find it. Well, unless you're watching this video after I already fixed that. But if you're seeing this brand new or just to find it easier, look for Littlest Pet Shop, separate the words, and it should pop up. Then all you have to do is click on it. There should be a button to add it to your home screen, and after that all you need is one click and LPS galore. Now, do be aware, while I would describe this feed as functional right now, the tags are not working perfectly, so you will probably encounter some non-LPS content. That is simply because of how the website works and how filtering works. I'm trying to find ways to optimize it so there's less, non-LPS content on the feed, but you will occasionally encounter it. I can't do much to prevent it completely right now. Making a feed is a bit trickier than you would assume, especially when you're dealing with an acronym like LPS, because unfortunately sometimes LPS doesn't stand for Littlest Pet Shop, but like vinyl records or fish tank stuff? I don't know. Just remember to stay safe. It is an open social media, so you might find whatever. I can highly recommend using the moderation feature in the settings. It allows you to put in any words or topics you don't want to see, so you can easily block those yourself. It's more complicated doing something like that on the feed directly. But anyways, so now you have a tab that shows you LPS content. But how do you assure that if you post LPS content, it also ends up in this feed? Pretty simple. All you have to do is have Littlest Pet Shop or LPS in your post somewhere, and it should show up. However, currently, if you were just to type LPS into your text box and post it, it would not show up in the feed. This is due to some jank I had to work around when making this thing, because in the filter I had to put a space before LPS, otherwise any words that end in LPS, which is a lot of words mind you, would end up in the feed, and that's kind of not very effective. So the safest way to make sure your content will end up on the LPS feed is to add hashtag LPS, hashtag Littlest Pet Shop, or just mention Littlest Pet Shop info somewhere in your post, and then it should show up in the feed, no problems. Since Blue Sky is still pretty new, there's still not a lot going on, but I do have high hopes that more people are gradually going to join and start posting, so yippee. I'm really hoping that this feed and just Blue Sky in general can be helpful for the LPS community, because I know very well how much more difficult communication has gotten in our community over the years, especially because of Kappa and also other websites like LPS Amino not being as active anymore. Really hoping this could be a potential boost to, our engagement and our ability to bring the crew back together. I'm going to keep adding improvements and possibly subsections, if I can figure out how to do that, to make like separate tabs for LPS photography, LPS tube, LPS art, you know the drill. So yeah, please do go ahead and use this feed. I don't really get anything out of it other than, you know, making your life more convenient, so I really hope it's helpful. There should be some links in the description as well to get there quicker. I know I just taught you a minute ago how to find it via search, but you know, just making it easier for you anyways. You're welcome. Again, links should be in the description. Knock yourself out, and Blood Moon out.